This is a semi-continuation of a previous video because I had the feeling that tonight's going to be a good night, and another feeling that it was getting too long, and I didn't want to bore you, so we're going to keep going because I have several more creeks I want to stop at today. It's like the last day of sunshine before it starts to get cloudy and rain off and on for a few days, but it hasn't rained in about 72 moons over like 5 minutes one day, and that's the truth. We're gonna at least go to the next bridge and see what's up there. If you're just joining our channel, this is Exploring Alabama, and everybody else here that watches, subscribes, and comments have been with us for, my goodness, how long? When did we start? Years and years. 2015, and it's what, 2027 right now? No, that's what time it is. So no, it's not even that. Let's just stick with us. We're looking for incredible City Creek artifacts. It's been so long since there was a good rain that every leaf that has fallen just simply sinks to the bottom. But the next good rain will clean it all up, I think. So far there's been nothing to harvest. There's a lot of fish out playing today, but nothing else. That feels good to be back in a creek. It's been a while. I tried my hand at metal detecting. I'm still a professional. Then I got back in a creek. Because swishing in city creeks yield a lot more treasures a lot faster than metal detecting. Although metal detecting is a good pastime. Some people think you have to be a professional, like you're a professional metal detectorist or you're an amateur novice. But if you know how to use your machine, you can be a professional too. And you can dance if you want. I've already flipped one of these, and there's no name on them on either side. I can't believe it. This is our first treasure. Skateboard or roller skate. That is a roller skate from many, many moons ago. It's interesting how clean the creek is the further up I go. I mean, there's like almost nothing, no trash, anything, bushes, anywhere, except for this beautiful pipe right here. That beautiful pipe right there. We need another good bridge. I've walked past several dead fish. That could be anything from they just got old and died, or they got nibbled by a crawfish and they bled out, or a blue heron or a white heron or a gray heron poked their eyeballs out and they kept crashing into things and slowly passed away, or they forgot how to swim. A lot of fish you see up in here simply forget how to swim. And sometimes you see them floating by. Sometimes you're gonna get them and give them mouth to mouth, but if you blow too hard, they'll end up exploding. You get stuff all over your face. I've never been up this far. I'm afeared. There may be a dog up there. Okay, name this. You know, I thought that was one thing, but now I'm thinking it's not one thing. thinking it is something else. I thought it was a shaft off a, you know, with a U-joint up top, but it's not. It's a little, got a little antique handle to turn it on and off, so it was a valve. It's still a valve. There's part of an old bridge up there, so when we get up there, we'll hopefully see something of interest. It's just beautiful out today. So I have to keep moving because the next few days are going to be cloudy. And that's no fun in a creek when it's cloudy. Those are the days to detect certain variations of metal. That is a cellular device similar to this one. You got to turn on that and turn on your video. That way you can put them both in one hand. You need to go check out my Facebook page if you haven't yet. That's in case you get tired of hearing me talk. You can simply watch the short versions of what I find. A lot of people say on the reels, like on Facebook or stuff like that, they say, wow, that's a cool phone you planted right there. Yeah, that's what I do. I bring this phone out every time. I put it up there and I rub all the crap off of it. Then I bring it down here again. I'm gonna find it. And I do it again. And I put it back in the water until it turns green and gets sea urchins all over it again. Dude, there's not sea urchins in there. I know that. I'm thinking that's a cool phone. I should harvest. So that means we're getting closer to people's trash in the creek that we can harvest. In the shallower spots, it looks like the water's moving more. I often wonder, it's just the top layer of water moving, and when it's deeper, or does the bottom layer move also? But I don't know because I've never been down there. Isn't it pretty out here? Good day for a walk. Do you realize that if you only go out walking after midnight, that you can go anytime because it's always after midnight? Getting closer to the bridge. I'm trying to keep myself to the right side of the creek, so when I go back down I can go to the left side of the creek. I've never seen a creek in this city so clean. There's a few pieces of garbage here and there, but not as much as there is usually everywhere else. I love the old bridges more than the new because sometimes there's older things around them that was thrown off. You know, in all my years of walking all these creeks, all over Alabama mostly, but I've done it in Tennessee, Georgia, Mississippi. There's a lot of bugs flying around. All over the southeast, even all the way like to Texas. And I guess how far north? Kentucky. I've never, I don't think, let me go back over my videos, I've never passed anyone else in a creek doing the same thing I was doing. Which is why I walk alone. I walk this empty creek on the boulevard. Okay, I'm gonna look on the other side of this. See, now there's some metal. I wonder if that's a railroad spike. Maybe this is an old train track. That is a railroad spike. Oh, I lost it. No, there it is. They say there's dates on top of them, but I've never met them, so I don't know if they're telling the truth. What else is down in this little metal pile? Nothing else. So if there's a date on here, what will that tell us? Nothing, because I'm not going to do that anymore. But it was fun. I see a jar seal. We have to go harvest the jar seal. You remember when there was a one of the presidents came up with a saying a long time ago. Oh. Some look old, some do not. I know you're wondering what the saying was. No jar seals left behind. And I've lived that ever since then. The only way to read them is to drag them around on concrete. I don't know where it went. There it is. Then you go back and you pick it up again. You pick it up again. You rinse it. Bring it over here, and you hope it says something that your other 500 don't say. That one says crown. You know, I do not think I have one that says crown on it. I'm not a collector of anything glass. Bottles, these things. I've got maybe 100 of these, but I don't like them. Bottles, I've got so many bottles. I'm embarrassed. But what are you gonna do with them? You just put them in a pot. Oh, there's another creek. I've never been up here before. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna go to that bridge in a minute. After we go up this creek. This may turn into a way too long video, and we'll have to stop it. You ever watch 9-9? When Winch walks in and he says, Captain, God, I forgot his name. He says, I wonder why all the birds stopped singing. Anyway, let's go. Look at this. This isn't actually a creek. This is actually a creek I've never been in before. Big old pit bull dragging a chain is probably gonna run down this hill in a minute. I'm gonna freak in and just not know what to do. This is a creek with no name. It feels good to be out of the rain. Because in the big creeks, you can't remember your name. And there ain't no way for to give you no pain. Wow, this is probably a good Herping Creek. We're gonna go to that bridge. I don't see anything in here but modern trash, except for that. They say that nature, there's no straight edges or straight lines. So this is going to be something. probably gonna have to use our hands. There's another one. Have you ever heard that saying? Listen, son. This is great wisdom. Nature has no straight lines. You remember your parents telling you that? I have been here before, but I got in on that side. There's nothing in here. So we're going back that way. Yeah, when I came, I got in from that end and came all the way down here. I don't remember how long ago it was. I did make a video. And then I went back. And there I was. Okay, so we're back out. I'm gonna rinse that water off my hand. I'll put a little bit less contaminated water on my hand. All the other little round things you see are either pieces of pottery or pieces of pottery. Okay, one more bridge and we gotta go back. This is actually an incredibly healthy creek. I know you can't see real well, but there are hundreds of thousands of freshwater snails in the bottom, which is a really good sign. I'm subtracting about 5 every time I walk. They usually are pretty strong, but every now and then you can kind of feel one crunch under your feet. I don't like it any more than you do. Somebody's got to do it. You see the treasure. I do. Now I am taking out my device number 2. I'm going to capture the moment. It's amazing how many pool balls I have found in city creeks. Not a lot. This is like number 4. Which is a lot. I've seen a few people play golf with pool balls. It's not easy to be me. I'm gonna get up this bridge. This is the end of our journey, except we're gonna turn around and walk all the way back, which is quite the trek. Not to get or be confused with Shrek. There's a golf ball. Or is that an egg? It looks big to be a golf ball. Looks way too big to be a golf ball. Maybe that's an egg. So you take out this and you go, and then you get it. And you try not to drop it in the water. But if you do, you just have to pick it up. Okay, so that was not a golf ball. It should still hatch. Let's see the reason why not. I really thought it was like a smaller pool ball. Sometimes walking through leaves like that, you think you're on solid ground, and the next thing you know, you're about neck deep in creepy leaves. Ooh, I gotta get out of here. Let's hear somebody talking. Who's over here? Hello, hello, hello. Is there anybody in there? There's golf balls. 1, 2. But even better, do you see the treasure? And you go. You attempt this again. GT Cody. So now that we have seen that, we will get this Nikkei golf ball cleaned up a little bit. Needs to be a little cleaner than that. Of course, I think that my boots are wet, so now it's dirtier than it was. But nonetheless, we shall harvest. Then we go to the second one and get it out without using a boot. And we shall harvest. I went under a bridge once in Tennessee, and my son had an accident. Not in his pants, he crashed his car. And oh man. And under that creek I found a ring. Which is interesting. That's the whole story. I know you thought it was going to get better, but that's about all I got. I was going to look at something else over here. I don't know how deep this is going to get, so I got to be careful because I don't know how deep this is going to get. As I step over all this soft stuff, it kind of gives me the creeps, but creeps are for kids, so let's just keep moving. Ooh, I see another golf ball. We must be getting near another hater of golf balls. Some people hate golf balls so much. I just had a bug fly in my mouth. I was gonna eat it and swallow it so you didn't hear me spit. I decided I should not. TDK. Man, I hadn't seen that word in a long time. I can only spend a couple of minutes right here because I had a long journey back and I'm missing my bride. But the water just looks so good. Okay, next bridge. and then we're turning around. Maybe not. I need to head back. If you did not enjoy this video and you just want to see the crap I found and skip all the words, then you can watch them on Facebook on my reels. Otherwise, press 9 to continue. Thank you for watching my videos.